Hi people, welcome to another video. Now, can this be classed as a piece of old school training equipment? Absolutely it can, yeah. The treadmill was invented in 1817 by William Cubitt, a British engineer, Now this can be kind of classed as a subsidiary of the treadmill because people invented the stepper then. They went from walking on the treadmill to using steppers. So it kind of is in the same family. So yeah, it can be classed as an old school piece of training equipment. But I got this off somebody that I cut edges for, or in the garden, talking about exercising, and he asked me if I wanted to buy this. And I said absolutely, I want to buy it. You've probably never seen me performing a workout with it, never ever probably, but what you'll do is you'll see me warm up with it, because warming up before training is extremely important, but sometimes people warm up a little bit too hard, and these pieces of equipment are just perfect, right, for warming you up to the correct degree. Now, a lot of people these days, they wear stuff on their arm to test their heart rate, all that type of stuff. Well, I'm from old school before all that equipment came out, and the rule of thumb is, if you're out of breath slightly, but you can still talk, you're warm enough to train. That's perfect, If you're out of breath, then you're performing cardio, which is no longer a warm-up, it's a different type of exercise. And it's very subtle. And another thing, if I carried on this machine, and I could still talk, and I was slightly out of breath, and I carried on for 20 minutes, I've burnt quite a bit of fat, because that's another perfect peach of a position to be in, You're not burning fat when you're going hell for leather for a long period of time. Unfortunately, people think they are, but they're not. They're going to a kind of survival mode. I don't know the science behind it, but when you're going hell for leather for longer than 20 minutes, your body tries to maintain everything that it's got and puts it in a different mode. But when you're walking like this and you're just slightly breathing, your body's not under that much pressure, it does burn a lot of fat. And this is why people that choose walking over exercise tend to do really well when they're losing body fat, You listen to anybody that's lost all the fat, and they'll have done it walking, 3 miles a day at quite a reasonable pace, just to get you slightly out of breath, but you can still talk. But a lot of people, unfortunately, go down the running road. Not against it, but don't go running hell for leather if you want to burn fat. Now, that does contradict with sprinting. You can sprint for 10 minutes on and off. It's called HIIT, and you'll burn a lot of fat. Because don't get me on the subject of why and how, I don't know, but you just do. If somebody can explain that in the comments, hey, it'd be brilliant. But I just know that when they do HIIT workouts, you burn loads of fat. Anyway, my video's not about this piece of equipment. I just thought I'd show you it because I like buying stuff, and this is a perfect warm-up tool just to get the legs warmed up, get the breathing sorted out in the right frame of mind for training. Everything's warm and off we go, But it's not a workout today. I want to talk about my new product, what I've just bought. So I'll put that there and get my new product out, Right, so why did I buy this, Training tool or physiotherapist tool? Well, I'll tell you now, it were designed by a physiotherapist, Brought out in 1991, I can't remember his name, but if you look it up, when the bodybuilder was invented, it comes up, And he was a physiotherapist since 1970s, and he brought this out into the market 1991. A lot of people thought it was a gimmick. It absolutely is no gimmick, it's real, And I've been looking for one for a long time to sort my shoulder problems out. Now, again, I don't go into science and stuff, it's hard to remember for a start, and I'm not a doctor. But when you move your arm from there to there, certain things happen. From there to there, the muscles in your rotator cuff, all the little ones that are all attached together and they all work in conjunction, do the movement. After there, then your big muscles take over, your deltoids and all that. Now, when you're in gym and you're training above press and everything, or even you're doing the dumbbell flies you tend to do this. A lot of people tend to do this, yeah. So basically what they do is they miss that portion out of the exercise where your rotator cuff should be building, yeah, and they quickly fire into that portion of the workout. So they end up with overdeveloped delts, underdeveloped rotator cuffs. Now this is the problem when you're doing squats, deadlift, all sorts of things, right? You've got a brace inside your body, you've got your hip connectors, yeah. Now they all miss out when people are heavy training, unfortunately, but we don't know until it's too late. I'll give you an example who will probably have the strongest core out of any athlete, or one of the strongest, yeah. Skateboarders, right? Surfboarders. Because surfboarders, they're forever adjusting the body, doing those micro mini movements, yeah. Not necessarily using the big muscles, using the core stability muscles, yeah. So the strongest backs and the strongest core in the industry will belong to surfboarders, skateboarders, just as an example. And if you take a skateboarder to a gym, you'd be surprised what they can do and how strong they are, yeah, even though they're right wiry. And it's the same thing for the lat raises, the trainers, the bodybuilders, yeah. They miss this portion of the movement out. There's no stability needed. It's just lifting weights from A to B. And 9 times out of 10, it's doing it terribly, yeah. Because as ego takes over when we're younger, and we'd rather do 50 kilogram mat than 2.5 kilogram correctly, yeah. And this is what happens. So, lecture over. This is where this piece of kit comes in. This can reevaluate all that. It can redo it all, and it can undo all the damage that you've done by bringing the stabilizers into place. And this is how. So, I'll show you first exercise. This is why I bought the machine. You've got the damaged shoulder exactly like mine. So, we've got a cushion there because we want to get the shoulder in a nice neutral position. Yeah. So, you've seen this exercise with the bands where you pull like that, yeah. Again, what we do when we use the bands, we tend to over-exaggerate that movement. So instead of being a small rotator cuff movement, yeah, we train all the shoulder, and then the rotator cuff gets forgot because momentum kicks in again. This machine stops all that, yeah. So you've got it pillar tucked in, hold it tight against your body so it doesn't drop out, and literally a little minute movement like that, and count to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, what that did was train all the stabilising muscles responsible for that movement, yeah. And you'll feel a little, surprisingly, you'll feel a little burn. So if we go on this side, there's no damage to this shoulder. But I don't want there to be any damage to the shoulder ever. So this is going to get that treatment too. So, squeeze the pillar and little shake, little wobble, and count. 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, what I'm going to do is get close to the camera, see if you can see all those muscles getting stabilised. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Reason I showed you that were absolutely perfect because you didn't see any of these move, right? Because I'm training the internal rotor cuffs. Now, watch when I overdo it. In fact, I'll undo the shoulder. It all starts to move, all the muscles twitch. That's because I'm no longer training the rotator cuffs, I'm bringing the delts into play. You don't want that movement. It wants to all be inside your body. So you don't want to see it. It wants to be inside. That's the point I'm getting across. Right. Next, stability exercise. So you do this with bands, you remember that one? Again, it's too much. Yeah. You want to start the journey off because the rotator cuffs start that journey. So it's a little wobble and count to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Don't get overexcited with it. Don't go too hard. It's the rotator cuff you're training. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now you can do the same to to like sort this movement out, yeah, from there to there where rotator cuff works. Keep it as close to your leg as you can, but not touching, yeah, and then just do that little wobble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Remember to relax the grip. It makes the shoulder work better. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now, remember the raises. We want to miss that to that out. We want to stabilise the shoulder at the top. So it's just a wobble at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Did you notice how that shoulder really struggled with that? It's because the big muscles will try to take over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now we can go there. 1, 2. It's hard with 2 hands, so I'm going to do it with 1. The reason I keep stopping is it's getting quite difficult now. $18, $19, $20. Now, the pierce to resistance, is that how you say it? Pierce to resistance? I don't know. But that one in this workout drill is this exercise here. So, we're imagining we're up here and we're going to throw something. Yeah, so we want to train all the rotator cuffs to keep us stable in that throw, yeah? Because that's when a lot of people get injuries in the rotator cuffs. Remember tennis players when they whack ball really hard, yeah? Fast bowlers, yeah? They don't stabilise, well they probably do stabilise the rotator cuffs, but not enough. So anybody that throws for a living, yeah? Bats or anything like that, yeah? Fishing, casting off, needs to stabilise those rotator cuffs for those positions, yeah? So anybody doing any overhead work needs to do these. So basically start off with a wobble there, yeah? Because that's where the throw starts. So you're engaging all those little micro muscles, yeah? And you take that wobble right down to a throw and you engage all those micro muscles all the way, yeah? So that's 1, yeah? Quite difficult these. 2, and it starts to get a little burn. It's hard to keep going. 1 more. 3. Yeah. My strongest arm struggles on this, to be honest, and I don't know why. I've not sussed it out. Right, so then you get to the top again. You get a nice wobble on. Let's just turn so don't hit this bed. You get a nice wobble on. 1. Right, big throw, yeah. And then back. Yeah, keep that wobble on. 2. If this bed wasn't here, I'd go right to the floor. 3. Right, so bonus exercise for your rotator cuff, which I just remembered while I was watching my video back. Yeah, you're probably better off seated in a chair so you're comfortable, yeah, and this outstretched like that, right? You can hold it there, but basically your arm's got to be straight out. So what movement you try to do is this twist movement like that, yeah? You're achieving that twist movement, but with a little bit of this involved, yeah? Relax everything and just twist that forward, yeah? Yeah, you don't have to go fast, you just go slow like that. So you're twisting it and the spring power is going right through your arm into the rotator cuff muscle that's responsible for starting that twist off. And it can't escape, there's nowhere to go, it can't switch off because it has to switch on to be able to bend that spring. Now that is a brilliant exercise for the rotator cuff in the concern of my injury, because that is training the very cuff that's actually injured in my body, which is the one that connects your lat to your shoulder. Now that's perfect, that is burning like mad already, yeah. And then what you do is you twist backwards, the other way now, yeah. So you hold this out straight and twist it backwards. Straight away, my weakness is, I can tell, a mile away, yeah. This is probably one of the most important exercises I'll add to my regimen, because it's training the exact muscle that is done and weak, yeah, and it can't get away from it. And this replicates that exercise. There's an exercise where you can either twist end of a skipping rope like that, yeah, or you can have a dumbbell and do that, yeah. But again, what happens when you use those pieces of kit, you tend to get overexcited, your twists get bigger, yeah, and it's same with dumbbell, your twists get more, accelerated, and you get overexcited, you're not training the rotator cuff anymore. But with this, you can't get excited and you can't overbend it. No matter what, that rotator's getting trained, yeah. No matter what, it's getting trained. So that's the sweet spot right there, yeah. And again, training for physiotherapy is all about listening to your body, yeah, putting your mind to connection to what you're actually trying to do, and which is what I've just done today, which is why I realised this would work. And this is the sweet spot for me, even though it's tough on the hands. That's the sweet spot for my damaged rotator. That flexion right there hits it perfect, and that is another good fix for rotator cuffs. That's the routine. That's what this machine was invented for, yeah, to stabilise all the inside workings of your muscles, yeah, because you've got slow twitch and fast twitch, yeah. When a sprinter sets off, all his fast twitch muscles grow, yeah. That's why sprinters are quite big, surprisingly big sometimes, and really stocky, yeah, because they're trained fast twitch muscles like you wouldn't believe. And these are the type of muscles that go wrong when we do heavy training, yeah, because I believe heavy training trains your slow twitch muscles more than anything, and your fast twitch, that are responsible for the explosion, just get left by the wayside. And this is where this little thing here, that a lot of people, by the way, think is a waste of time, comes into its own, yeah. If ever you see one of these anywhere for a reasonable price, yeah, and you've got injuries, or even if you haven't got injuries, I suggest you go get one, because you can not only fix injuries with this surprisingly quickly. You watch my shoulder get better surprisingly quickly now I've got this, yeah, so I'm going to use it every single day. Yeah, it's a right piece of kit. It was invented by an absolute genius back in 1991, and I've been after one for absolute donkey's years. I just did not want to spend the price, yeah, because I can't see £100 in this, and I never will be able to see it. But saying that, can I? Do you know what? I'm going to take that statement straight back, because I can see the value in it. I actually can. I just could never afford it, and that's the honest truth, yeah. But in reality, could I afford not to? Because I've been injured for a long time, and just watch how quick this fixes me. You won't believe it, yeah. Within a couple of months, I'll be fixed, and it's all out of this. What a piece of kit, yeah. Keep training, people.